Two guys from two worlds. This is the FlipSide. New episodes uploaded on YouTube every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, your hosts, Jay and Noel. Good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you able to hear my daughter screaming in the background?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pretend I don't.
Okay. Well, you're the one that told me to turn it on, so I turned it on. Is it too much?
I didn't realize I was gonna get that.
I have no control over that.
Oh no! Wait! It's not coming into my headset. It's coming into the phone. So that means it's coming through TikTok. That means it's coming through your phone.
Hi. Sorry. It's so I connected to the headphones so that I don't hear the TikTok, but the mic on the headphones is still picking it up.
Yeah. Because I don't hear it on my headset here through
You
the
don't hear it on
computer.
TikTok then, on the phone.
That's right.
Wow. Well, you guys at TikTok world get to enjoy the yellings of a 3-year-old.
Right. You get the more immersive extra experience.
That's actually a good place to put that. I like that view.
Which one?
Oh, Jesus. It's directly to your face, like a little box of your face.
Yeah. We were figuring it out. The charger was getting in the way of the...
All right, guys. Well, another episode up, or not up, going on right now, I should say. Episode 53 on the 21st of June, 2023. 8:04 p.m. here in the U.S. and 8:04 a.m. in the Philippines. Where, for some reason, Christine and Noel are still trying to bicker at something at each other. What's going on?
Isn't it way past your bedtime? No, because we're trying to figure out this TikTok live thing, and I pressed something, and now
you turned it off now. Oh my gosh!
Off, and we're
What's
trying to
going
get
on?
back on again.
Accept.
I'm trying to turn down
there.
the volume because of that. It's too loud.
You just have to turn the volume of your phone down. That's it.
You just have to turn the volume of your phone down. That's it.
What you should do is, if you have a headphones like this, you plug your headphones in to the phone so you don't hear it, but your mic is still active. You see what I'm saying?
That's what she's working on right now.
Bam.
Okay, there.
Ayan pala.
But this one needs to go here, just like what Jason's doing on his mic, so that TikTok can still hear what's going on.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Here we are. Rock and roll. Good morning.
I don't know
TikTok.
what it is with root beer. So I haven't really had soda in a while, right? A long time. But for some reason today, I was craving root beer. I think it's because I saw you with a can of, I was watching the video this morning and I saw you with a can of the Dad's root beer.
I'm quitting, I think I'm quitting coffee, caffeine, and soda for...
Wow. Somebody's following my advice. Naksa.
Just for the week, because I've been having LBM the past couple of days. I'm going for coconut milk.
Isn't it going to mess up your stomach more?
Isn't it going to mess up my stomach more? No.
I think so.
Well, I know there was a couple of things that I brought up. I figured today's episode is going to be like a just relaxed type of thing. But there's a couple of things that I always wanted to talk about real quick. A couple episodes ago, we were talking about the my flip phone, the Razor. So I spent a good hour and a half today trying to find it, and I can't find it. It's pissing me off. I mean, I know it's around here somewhere, but I'm afraid I might have accidentally probably thrown it away. Maybe tossed it in a bag or something. I don't know.
And you need it because you wanted to show it off?
I wanted to show it off, but
okay.
I found my other old flip phone. Look at that.
Hey, Motorola.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's so small. I mean, look, the mouse pad is even
right. A lot of kids have those here.
Oh, really?
It squirts water out. Yeah.
Oh, it's an actual phone. I don't have the charger for it anymore since it's like 20 years old or something, you know?
Okay. Well,
But
congratulations. Now you have a new doorstop.
Yeah.
Right?
I also found back in the day when I used to smoke my Zippo.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody gave it to me, one of my boys back then. Actually, I think it was Patrick Manuel. I don't know if you remember him.
That sounds familiar.
From we went to middle school together and then some in high school. It says J Dog right there. He had it personalized. J Dog. Back in the day. When I used to smoke a lot. So, you know,
How did you I played there was this game that I used to play. And then for me to be part of the team,
right.
I had to have a name.
A name?
Yeah. And then my name was Dog. Like there was somebody that was Koi, there was somebody that was a wolf, and then we were playing this video game so that when we rank up on the local or international rankings, like all of us would be like dog, cat, mouse,
right. Right.
like some kind of animal for
Squirrel,
anyway,
monkey.
Yeah. So if you were J Dog, I was
no dog.
No dog. Raw dog.
Yeah, it just I got a bit nostalgia. I found a box of like an old.
Somebody says I look like someone. Who do I look like?
Hey, what's going on, Nathaniel? Who you look at? I mean, who are you talking about?
Probably me, because the camera's facing me.
Wow. But this is an old Zippo of mine. It says J Dog right there from like when I was in high school, like my senior year of high school, I think it was. Maybe a little bit after.
What? Wait, hold on. I'm distracted. What were you saying?
Who is he talking about?
That's cute. So, what were you saying about your Zippo?
Who is he talking about?
What were you saying about the Zippo?
The guy. Did you see what the guy wrote?
Yeah, but
he says, "Bro, you know who you look like? The man of my dreams."
Right. That's cute.
Anyway,
so what were you saying about the Zippo?
No, it just brought back memories, you know. I mean, this is like back in the day when I used to smoke a lot, when I thought that smoking was cool. You know? And like, hey, you have a light? Oh, it doesn't work.
Oh, right. Yeah. Legit lighter.
Yeah. Legit lighter. Right.
And then you have to refill those, obviously, like a car.
Yeah.
What's this? Closer.
This was a picture when back in Maryland in 1999, maybe 1999. That's me.
I got some hair on.
Yeah, bruh. Staring and going after a Miller Lite keg right there. Right there. See that look right there? What am I eyeing at? The Miller Lite keg. So back in the day, I think it was maybe not Facebook, Friendster, maybe MySpace, actually. This was posted on it. And somebody from Miller Lite or Miller, the company, the beer company, reached out to me like in the advertising and offered me money to use my picture, this picture, for one of their ads.
Oh, wow.
I got paid, but I don't know if they used the ad. That's you know what I mean? Supposedly, from what she told me, from what I can remember, it was like an East Coast advertising that they're going after. Because it clearly it can't really tell, but it clearly says on the keg, Miller MG something light or whatever, not Miller Lite, whatever.
Right.
So they wanted to use it for an ad. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Am I going to get paid for it? I got paid for it, but I don't know if the ad got created. I was like, interesting.
How much was it? Good money? How much did they pay you for something?
It wasn't much. It was like maybe like $500. I think it was. I can't remember.
How did they discover the photo?
I don't know. Somebody brought it up in MySpace, I think. That said, that guy's after his Miller Lights because they noticed whoever was that commented noticed
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
the keg Miller. It's Miller Light Draft is what it says on
Mm.
the keg. So
Can you
they
take
found it.
a more decent photo next time, maybe? So we
Yeah,
could see
maybe.
it.
I know. It's right there. Look at that hair though, bro. Look,
Was that hardly could hardly see it. So was
I'll
this
scan it.
staged? Was
Huh?
this staged?
No.
Was this
I remember this night though. This was New Year's Eve at an old friend's house. We were having a party, or they were having a party, and you see that outfit there, a suit. This is like
Yeah.
over what, maybe 30 years ago now. Well, 20 years ago, but that's like
So
everyday thing back then.
that person just happened to be standing over.
Yeah, just happened to be taking the picture.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I remember that. Yeah, it was definitely New Year's Eve.
And you were saying that's an everyday outfit that you had before?
Back then, yeah. I was one of those ding dongs that was always wearing a suit.
For what? What were you wearing a
You go
suit
to a
for?
club, you're wearing a suit. You go to a bar, you're wearing a suit.
But what do you do during the day?
I mean, I wear a suit to work back then too, you know?
For what? What were you doing for work?
I was working at an office, I believe. I think I was like doing admin stuff or clerical stuff or whatever. But I had to wear a suit.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay.
Anyway. So, man, how are you?
Just been resting the past couple of days, man.
What happened?
I don't know. Must have been something I drank or ate at the carinderia. Just been feeling weak
The last
lately.
couple of days, or was it just yesterday?
Couple of days. Yesterday the most, the day before also.
Hmm.
I just kept going to the toilet and then felt like lying down, toilet, lying down, and then more lying down than less the toilet, which I guess was a good thing.
Do you remember what you ate?
No, Tin here says the only difference that we had at the carinderia was I drank the service water that they had.
Oh,
So that could have been it. I had like maybe a glass, a whole glass. But I like the water there because it looked like I think it's like mineral water. It's not, from
it
the
could also
faucet.
be just filled in, though. You know what I mean? The container is probably mineral container or whatever.
Could be. So anyway, that was the only difference that we had. We ate the
Right.
same thing. We drank the same buko juice,
Oh,
but I had service water and she didn't. And then that's how I felt after. But I don't know. I remember talking to a doctor before that it doesn't necessarily happen right away. Like it could be
yeah.
something that you ate or drank a couple of weeks ago
Yeah, it could be.
and it doesn't take effect right away.
That's not usually typical though. Typically, something like that, if it's a stomach thing, it usually happens pretty soon, right after it gets like you eat something or you drink something, you know?
Anyway, the good thing was I feel better now, but the good thing was I had a very slight fever, I think, barely enough for me to complain about.
Yeah.
But I did feel warm. And then after that, I think I was fine. I just slept a lot. So I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But
It's
it's all
definitely,
good.
it sounds like food poisoning, that's for sure.
Yeah, but my stomach didn't hurt. I just really felt weak. Like I got run over by a truck a couple of times. Backed up and did a U-turn. Anyway, it's all good.
Well,
Good to rest.
I'm glad that you're okay. I mean, you should have said something or sooner so that we could have just rescheduled today.
Nah, it wasn't. I knew that it wasn't something that I'd not. Sure, thanks. But I knew that it wasn't that bad.
Right.
But it was
Right.
fine.
Did you go to the doctor or no?
No, I just slept a lot. It wasn't enough for me to worry and say, "No, I gotta go to the doctor." It's just one of those things. Now I just feel like lying down and resting.
Yeah.
I only think about going to the doctor. Remember, one of those bad times was like after a week, I still wasn't getting any good.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, "Should we take you to the doctor?" And I was like, "Can you take the doctor here?" Because I can't get out of bed. And yeah, so there was like house call doctor that they found and checked me out for like dengue or something, but
Oh,
it wasn't.
Jesus. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember finding out what it was. I was just, as soon as I started the tests, I started getting better. They didn't even give me anything.
No medications whatsoever.
What?
No medications.
No medications. They were still doing the tests. And
Mm.
then I was like, okay, I can go to the hospital to do the tests. And next thing
Right.
you know, I'm going to the hospital doing the tests myself and just waiting for the results. And I was already good to go.
Nice.
Like, what's the next test? Anyway, that was a few years ago, like 10 years ago. That was probably my worst one.
Ah.
I was in bed for a week or almost 2 weeks. Just bleh.
I
But
hate that. When I get sick, like I'm out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, before I didn't get sick a lot, to be honest with you, but ever since I entered my 40s, I've gotten sick a lot more than usual, which is annoying. But
yeah, something about 40s. Like with me, when I get sick now, I don't exaggerate. I feel like I got run over by a truck.
yeah, I know, me too. And then when a fever pops up, I mean, I'm freezing, even though I'm sweating balls. I'm freezing, you know.
I'm not quite there yet, but yeah, I feel like I got run over.
Yeah.
And another thing is like if I sleep past midnight, like my body's like, you're not a teenager anymore, buddy.
Yeah, it's hard for me to do that now. It's a struggle. That's why I really take naps as much as I can during the day. Like in the afternoon when I take put my daughter to nap, I'm gonna nap with her if I can.
A lot of boys joining the or watching the live right now of Tin, and they're probably disappointed to see my face, man of their dreams, because we're using Tin's account that's got like 4,000 followers.
That
90% are probably
like
boys.
Maria Christine.
90% are probably boys, and I told you, why don't we just face the camera to you?
Just like have her like show some shoulder skin or something.
Yeah, show them a shoulder. Show them your wrist. Or anyway, I'll fuss with this. It's just hard balancing the phone all of a sudden.
Your mic stand is like blocking your face.
Yeah, that's the point.
Nice. Yeah, but it's like when it gets and what I'm like last week, I've been feeling kind of weak and like I feel like the symptoms of getting sick coming in, right? But I'm not able to I wasn't able to rest properly for it. But the crazy thing is, I only feel it at night.
Oh.
During the day, I'm okay. I'm not 100%, but like around 7, 8 o'clock at night, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. It's crazy, like sick, getting the chills. My temperature's going up. But when I do get sick, though, it's like I'm out. I can't move. I don't want to move. And for me, for some reason, especially when I get a fever, I like to sweat it out. I don't know why. Some people say it's bad to get really, really sweaty and sweat it out, right? But for me, the more I sweat it out, the quicker I feel better, and I feel better after.
Why do they say it's bad to sweat?
It's like you're not supposed to get your body. You're already sick. Your temperature's already high. You're not supposed to get your temperature that high or even higher.
Oh. Okay. No, because what I understand about sweating is that, sweat it out, let it out. Just don't let the sweat. Don't let the sweat dry in your body because you're avoiding the cold sweat on your body, and then so next thing you know is pneumonia, or you're catching another cold on top of the cold that you already have. Something like that.
Maybe that's why it takes, because when I sweat it out, and then I sleep in it and whatnot. Next thing you know, my sweat dries out more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't do that because you run the risk of pneumonia. It's like riding the motorcycle in the rain, which you
Yeah,
don't want
that's
to do
bad.
because the wind is getting the rain or your sweat into your body.
So
That's why they have
basically, as soon
those.
as you sweat it out, you're supposed to change it.
Yeah, that's right. So I feel the same way. I feel good after I sweat. If
Yeah.
I'm really sick,
Yeah.
I feel good about the sweat, but I gotta change shirts right away.
Maybe that's why it's taking forever. When I get sick, it takes a while for me to get really better because I just lay there and sweat it out until I feel better. Sometimes I don't even change when I'm like drenched.
Speaking of sweat, have you heard about this? Sorry, let me segue to some news real quick. Have you heard about the submarine that's been gone missing in the East Coast?
Yeah, they've been trying to find that thing. It's not even. It's crazy though because that sub is what I think it's not man operated.
Oh, I heard it
Yeah,
was operated with a joystick.
yeah, correct. And now there's so many memes out in the internet and people making speculations that oh they're hearing echoes of somebody knocking or maybe somebody like they're hearing like banging on the submarine mics or recordings or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it probably just hit something or it died down and then it's at the bottom of the ocean right next to the Titanic.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
wouldn't they have like an EPIRB like or something to help them find them if they do get lost or something like this happens?
Right. You would think there should be some kind of beacon or detector or something.
Or maybe it doesn't work unless it's in the ocean, or unless it's on the surface of the ocean. Maybe they don't have anything like this unless it's attached to something. Because I remember James Cameron going down, but wasn't he attached to something to the boat up on the surface?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he
he
was attached to something.
like an umbilical cord. But for these guys, I guess they don't have one.
So somebody says here
Although,
the sub imploded right away. Like the fake submarine never sat for days. What?
yeah, that's why I thought about mentioning it because I read that one, but I wasn't quite sure what that's all about.
Right.
So, but
I
anyhow, yeah, that's like the
I heard
big
about it.
news.
I didn't really pay attention to be honest with you. I lost interest after hearing how much they spent on that damn thing.
Yeah,
Because I mean, they could have used that money for something. Well, I don't know. That my opinion on that is really irrelevant because I know nothing about it.
I mean these guys are billionaires,
Yeah,
so they
some
can do
change to
whatever
them.
they want to do with their money. Yeah,
Right,
this is
right.
chump change. But anyway, I mean, of course, we hope that they survive, but at the same time, why? How? I just don't understand how, like in this day and age, people are traveling to space and they can't find a submarine in the ocean
Well, the ocean
or
is
a
the biggest part of the world that is like not explored.
submersible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's just sad that something like this could still happen.
Right.
Again, like you could have a umbilical cord or some kind of emergency beacon or
Hmm.
like something where we're not, like crossing our fingers for the next 5 days for them to run out of not to run out of oxygen or air.
Is there even
So,
anybody in that submarine? There isn't, right?
dude, there's like 5 billionaires in there.
Oh,
That's why
oh,
we're talking about chump change. They rode that thing 250 something thousand dollars to get in and have a look at the Titanic. And yeah, so there are 5 souls in there.
Jesus Christ! Are these even like professional divers or something?
No, no, no. It's a commercial ride. It's like, hey, you want to go look at the Titanic? And like, they're like, yeah, sure. It's like a travel to space just for fun. So these guys, this is a commercial enterprise or outfit where they take people to see the Titanic for fun.
Jesus, they got nothing better to do. Well,
I don't know about
I'm
that.
sorry. I know I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have said that. Like I said, I didn't know much about it, but wow. I mean, I guess that's what they're saying. Like they're hearing knocking on the, I guess the sonars or whatever it is that they use, and that's what it's from what it sounds like. An hour ago, I'm reading this article. From what it sounds like, they're banking on those noises and trying to locate it that way.
Yeah. So I don't
Banging
know.
sounds heard during the Titan search. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, the funny thing was I didn't even know that the Titanic was there. I thought it came across an iceberg somewhere in Europe or something. I didn't realize it was already by the East Coast when they hit something.
Yeah, I think they were like closer to Canada though, up north. But still, that's insane. I didn't know anything about it. I mean, my question is, were they even that close to the Titanic yet when they disappeared, or what? Is it what's known about it?
I don't know. I think they were, last I heard, if I'm not mistaken, they were still on their way down. And I think it takes like 8 hours to get down. Or no, maybe the whole dive, I think, is 8 hours. I don't know how long.
Well, it says here the descent
down
to the Titanic wreck site takes about 2.5 hours. It's
okay.
Approximately 3,800 meters down, which is 12,500 feet deep. In layman's terms, you could fit roughly 4.5 Burj Khalifas in there. That's the distance.
Yeah. So it's really deep.
That's crazy.
Another thing pointing out is 1 kilometer down, there's no more light.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you say
that.
1,000, did you say 1,200 meters?
No, it's 3,800 meters down.
Oh, so
that's where the Titanic is.
So that's 3 kilometers down.
Right. And then the Titan submarine that they use, the Titan submersible, it's capable of going down at the max 4,000 meters.
So that's almost at the edge of
correct
its capacity, or
right. I mean, 13,000 feet below water is what's considered the abyss already, or like the abyssal zone, where nobody's ever gone that far down, supposedly.
Whew. Maybe some kind of emergency thing didn't work out. I don't know. Anything could have happened, right? Like, who are we? Like, we're quarterback. We're like Monday morning quarterbacks. But it's just
so basically sad. It cost each person $250,000.
Frustrating to be hearing some kind of emergencies like this, but I guess it still happens.
Right. I mean, the ocean is like one of the most undiscovered or unventured place in the planet, I mean, considering how big the planet is, the land is minuscule compared to the ocean. So
exactly. So
can you imagine though, what's really down there? What do you think?
But then again, considering that what you just said, that it's undiscovered, or it's not, like 90-something% of it is undiscovered yet, or is not even mapped, kind of thing, or undiscovered, mapped maybe, but undiscovered. Like, people haven't really gone there to check it out. It's like practically virgin. You'd have a tether, or you'd have some kind of multiple backup in case this happens. You have something. It's just like,
it's kind of like, why just go down just like that? And you figured the company that's sponsoring it or that hosted it would, like you said, have something. The submarine is called Ocean Gate Titan.
What do we know, right?
I mean, that thing doesn't even look like it's stable, for crying out loud. It looks like a sausage.
Yeah, with all those wires sticking out of it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
how safe is that? With what floats around underneath, anything could just snag that thing.
they're guessing that it could be a power outage, that it could have just died.
Like I said, somebody probably snagged one of those plugs and it unplugged it.
Yeah, like an extension cord that somebody accidentally
Yeah.
tripped over.
That's
Ay, nako.
insane.
Yeah.
How is that even
So,
comfortable being in there? So there's 5 of them down there. I mean, oh my God.
friend of missing Titanic sub passenger tells why he backed out of excursion over safety fears. The company that produced the sub has a record of questionable safety.
Ocean Gate is the company.
Oh, wait, here,
Okay.
I'll see if I could forward you the
So
article that I'm looking at here.
it takes 10 hours roughly from start to finish to venture to the Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing.
Just frustrating. Like, what could they? I mean, you would think, right, that you come up with something like this, you'd have like multiple backups in case
Right.
something happens. And I don't know, maybe they did back things up, except
It just
I don't
didn't
know.
work out. No matter what. I mean, there's always so many things that are unpredictable that could definitely kill the fail switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, still frustrating, still sad and frustrating to hear something like this. I mean, it wasn't like, well, I don't know. I was thinking like they're not like walking into a jungle, but what else?
So it seems like
Oh.
the whole vessel is the size of a minivan. Wow.
Mm.
That's small.
Mm-mm.
That is small. And considering the vast amount or the vastness of the ocean, an hour and 45 minutes into the descent to explore the Titanic, communication was lost. Wow. Honestly, I don't know if I don't have the guts to do that, something like that. I mean, I would not put myself in a submarine that big or a submarine, period. I don't have the guts for it. You know?
Yeah, it does feel claustrophobic and you don't have any control over.
It's not that. It's the water itself, the ocean. Let me put it this way. I don't mind getting on a small boat or whatnot, speedboats. But there's a reason why I've never gone on a cruise.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, for some reason, the idea of being on a giant ship, possibly going overboard and being lost in sea, just the thought of it scares the bejesus out of me. Imagine being in a tube in the bottom of the ocean where you can't even see anything.
I have been on a couple of big bangkas, meaning bangka, but it's got the katig on the side, the outriggers on the side.
Right.
But it carries like 30, 40, 50 people. So it's a big bangka. And a couple of those times, for some stupid reason, we were like in a storm. And the thing that I was worried about was my scuba gear going down in the ocean. I was like,
Jeez.
I could
There goes
swim.
your priorities.
I know I could survive, but my scuba gear, it's really expensive. I don't want it to go down. And you could hear like you could hear the boat cracking like.
Oh my God, that's scary.
And then the captain's like, "Hey, shut up. Sit down, stop screaming." Because
were people flipping out?
Yeah, they were like, screaming and
well, that's the weird part though. I got no issues with the smaller boats. It's the big giant boats that freaks me out.
Why? I don't get that.
I don't know. I think it's a psychological thing. I have a hard time with the idea of like going on a cruise. I think it's the idea of going overboard and not, just being left there, basically.
No, the nice thing about being on a big boat or a big airplane is that if something happens, it happens slowly, I think.
Correct. Well, not if it's a big plane. I mean,
No, if it's a big plane, if there's turbulence, it happens, but it's not going to be like sudden, like a small airplane where you're just
Correct.
flicked like a mosquito. So you still have time to pray or
Right.
escape or to
I
think
don't know
about
what
what
it
you.
is. It's for some reason the big boats just scares me. I don't know why. I could, like I said, I can go in small boats, those fishing boats, those canoes or whatever. It's those big boats that just
Again, the small fishing boats, the canoes, and whatever that you're saying, those can flip over at a snap of a finger. But the big,
exactly.
the big cruise ships, if they do sink, it's like the Titanic. You can still like Jack.
I know that. I think it's just all right. So I'm sure I'm gonna eventually go to a cruise with my family because I know my wife wants to go one, right? But you will never see me close to the railings ever, ever. That's never gonna happen.
Don't
Yeah,
bring your gold necklace.
I mean,
Don't bring your diamonds with
I
you.
know, right? I'll bring my heavy watch. How's that?
Right. Like, and then you're hanging on to the rails with that
Right,
big ass watch of yours, and you're
right
like,
there, heavy watch. I'm gonna bring my heavy watch.
is that
I don't know. You will never see me. You won't see me hanging out on the sides near the railing or anything, even on the bow of the freaking ship. I'll be inside. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
be by the pool area, by the basketball, whatever. But you will never see me go on the side of the ship ever.
Yeah.
I will
Dude,
never do that.
I'm sure those things are so huge that you probably could even forget that you're on a cruise ship for the next 3 or 4 days. You could just be hanging out at the basketball court
That's what I'm saying. Or the casino,
or at the bar. Yeah,
or the
exactly.
buffet. Yeah.
You
That's
don't
even
even
worse. I know I'm not going to be drinking because if I get drunk and then stumble around, so I'm out, you know?
It's like
But
start roll over.
yeah, I don't know if I don't know what it is. It's stupid. I know it's so stupid, but I'm afraid of just the whole idea of it.
And
It scares me.
the waves, they got like sonar, they have better radars than the small
Hey
bangkas
man,
or the
if the Titanic missed that iceberg, it could happen. Also, that cruise ship in where is that? Greece, I think, that tipped
Mm,
over.
mm,
That's insane.
mm. Yeah.
I mean, if it was like a something, I don't know. That's just me. My little phobia type of thing. Um,
Where do you think it came from?
I think it's just the idea, just the thought of it. It's all mental. I'm a psychopath sometimes.
That doesn't make you a psychopath, but
Yeah,
did something happen when you were a kid
no,
that freaked you out?
no, because like I said, I've been on speedboats. I've been on those big air tube when the speedboat's speeding around and I'm zooming around left and right.
Maybe just because you haven't tried it. The fact that you haven't tried it.
And then all these things in my head. It could be.
Yeah.
It
All
could
those
be.
things in your head before you even tried it. And then once you tried it, you're like, what the hell was I afraid of?
Exactly. I'm hoping it's like that. I'm sure one of these days I'm gonna end up going to it because I do want to do the whole take my kids to the Disney cruise and whatnot.
Yeah, you just be laughing at yourself when you realize that you've been afraid of something that wasn't really
Right. I mean,
worth
I don't
being
know.
afraid of. But you know how to swim though, right?
Yeah, I can swim. I mean, I can like fall on the ocean and turn my jeans into
And
a life jacket.
then you're fine.
Yeah, but still, it's just the idea. It's just the thought. It's scary. That's it. You know what I mean? Anyway, um, let me change subject here real quick.
Please.
So today, my wife actually cooked ginataan, the ginataang shrimp with.
Wait,
I thought I sent you a picture.
no, you didn't. Is this where you tell me about your sins?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I just sent the picture. Um, Today I felt like I sinned, and my sin is absolute gluttony. So I sent a picture. My wife made that, right?
Didn't we have this
Did you see
yesterday?
it?
Gambas, right?
So it's like ginataang shrimp with squash and sitaw and all that stuff, and bagoong. On top of that, she also fried some vegetable spring rolls.
Is it asparagus, not sitaw?
No, that's sitaw. That's sitaw.
Oh.
So sitaw is like string beans. So basically, my wife made this. It's shrimp with string beans and squash and coconut sauce or whatever. And the reason she made that is because somebody, I think you guys sent a picture of whatever it was we were talking about a couple episodes ago.
Hey, let's try this before we forget. Like screen share for me.
Okay. Screen share what?
Just
Show
so
the
that-
picture?
So that people can see what we're talking about, man.
Okay. I'm sorry. Jesus. Why am I screen
Like,
sharing?
what's the cause of all your sins?
Hold
And while you're figuring that out, what were you drinking? I think that's the key to this sin.
on.
What were you drinking while you were eating?
I was just drinking
sinful
water.
gambas.
It was just water. It was just horrible. Okay. Let me share my screen here. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're looking at cars right now.
Can you see that?
Ooh, there it is, folks.
Yeah, there it is. That is what my wife made today. And basically, it's because of what you guys showed or had the other time. You guys were talking about it. I was asking about it, and she wanted to make it for me. And I was like, "Oh, you're so sweet."
Is she sweet or competitive?
No, both. She'd like to believe that she's just being sweet, but no, she was being competitive, probably.
When was the last time she made this for you?
She said she's made it for me before, but I don't remember her making this for me before. So I think this is the first time she's actually made it for me. I could be wrong. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, baby. Go to mama real quick. Go to mama. So anyway, we started dinner at 7:15. I'm sorry,
Okay.
6:15.
Okay.
Around 7:00, I finally finished.
So you finished the whole thing?
Almost. I left 2 pieces of shrimp.
You didn't get a headache or anything like that after?
No, but I mean, I am
Well-
not.
Was this a lot of garlic or spicy?
No, it's not spicy at all. It's just there's definitely garlic, onion, coconut, whatever, squash. I'm having a hard time even breathing right now, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I am absolutely. I sat there for 45 minutes eating. I couldn't stop eating. Right now, I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm sitting
Right
here
now?
with my pants unbuttoned.
Oh, wait. Sorry. So this was a while ago.
This was today, like 2 hours ago, is when yeah, about an hour and 45 minutes ago, right before I called you.
Nice. You can
I
stop
was
screen
served
sharing
dinner
now.
at 7:15, 6:15, about 7:05.
With rice,
Mm.
with rice.
I sat there for 45 minutes and I told my wife, I'm out. I'm tapping out.
You can stop screen sharing now. No, I'm starting to naglalaway na ako.
Yeah, hold on. How do I'm trying to figure out. Okay, stop screen share there. So it was so good. On top of that, she had
Also.
Actually, Tin here's trying to tell me something. Yesterday, same thing happened, but it was my dad. It was my dad that left it was my dad that left me like 3 pieces of shrimp. So I was like,
mean,
sarap, no?
yeah, it was sorry, I've been having a hard time. There's a reason why I can't also close my sweater can close right now, but it's stretching everything out if I close my sweater. You know what I mean? It's stretching the sweater out. My stomach is so big right now, and it's so full of food that I honestly wanted to pray to God and like just let me, burp one out pretty good just to release some pressure in my stomach. So,
So you,
and then so she gave me the whole thing. She gave me my own bowl. She gave me like a number of the fried spring rolls, and then hold on, I forgot. She hands me the bagoong alamang. Oh,
Wow.
ah, oh, it was so good. It's
Where do you
so
get that?
bad.
where
Sorry,
do
go
you
ahead.
get the bagoong alamang?
She bought it at the Asian store, and it was the
Like
spicy one.
you'd have that in Virginia.
Yeah, no,
Bagoong alamang.
Is that
dude, it
Mario
was
Fiesta?
so good that while I was peeling the shrimp, I had to make sure there's like nothing in between my nails. I was like, on my nails. I was like, yeah, this is so bad. And I've never sucked a head shrimp so bad in my life. It was so good.
Yeah, that's how you get a male pedicure or manicure,
That's what
right?
I'm saying. Well, no, I have this. Yeah, but it was so good. Oh
You're
my
cleaning
God.
your nails while you're
Yeah.
at it.
Everybody's gotten up the table already. My wife's already doing the dishes. She's already done doing the dishes, and I'm still sitting there eating. And she's already cleaned and wiped up the stove. Finally, I finished. She got mad at me. Nagtira ka pa. 2 pieces
there are a
left.
lot of kids that are hungry in this world, right?
I
What
know.
about the kids in Africa?
Dude, I can't. I can't. If I stand up right now, it's so embarrassing because I have like a ball. It looks like I swallowed a ball. I mean, it's not.
How many
Just for
pounds
you.
of shrimp?
Just
did
for you.
eat?
Just for you.
How many pounds?
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Look at
I'm not gonna deny it. I'm embarrassed for you.
Jesus, dude. And my stomach does not look like that at any given time. I'll tell you, just want to clarify this. That I don't look that bad every single time. It's only when she cooks like good stuff that I can't stop eating, like tonight. I mean, 45 minutes, man, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry. But I could not stop. So she cooked about 3 cups of rice. I think I finished 2 cups just by myself. I mean, can you are you proud? Are you embarrassed to be my friend?
Somebody here is enjoying your story.
Why?
It's just shrimp, Stin.
No, you don't understand. I haven't had that kind of food, like that particular food. She said I've had it before, but I don't remember having that in my life ever.
This particular one is memorable.
Oh, dude, one of the best meals I've had in a long time. A long time. It was so good. I literally sucked on every crevice of my finger to make sure that I got all the juices out. I even took. This is when I realized how much of a ding dong sinner I am. I was sitting there enjoying my food. I was like this. I literally took my left hand, my little pinky. I reached into the bowl, grabbed the sitaw, and I looked at it. I was like, after I did that, I took the sitaw and I ate it like that. I was actually doing that face. And what made it worse was my little daughter, Arya, was sitting in her high chair. She was just staring at me. She was like, and then she goes, "Daddy, you're fat." Did that make me stop eating? That was maybe 15 minutes before I stopped. So I I literally gained probably 15 pounds. It's insane. I plan on going to the gym twice tomorrow before I go to work and after work.
But so don't you
Yeah.
just love people that know how to cook?
Oh,
But here's the thing.
man.
Here's the thing. Who started, like, who is it? The temptation, the fact that she made like 2, 3, 4 pounds of shrimp, or is it because you sat there and ate it all?
I don't know. I think it's just when she cooks certain things, like she. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy. Okay, before I'll just make my own version of adobo, and so does she, right? But she found this stupid recipe where she pressure cooks the pork and whatnot. After pressure cooking it, she cooks everything inside that same pressure cooker and then pressure cooks it a little bit more. So when you take the fork and you pick up the pork
Mm.
just glistens and shreds into its own little juices. I'm like, oh my God. And then you eat that.
Hold on. Did you say that you guys made your own adobo? Like she would make her own and then you would make your own?
Well, she has her own version of cooking it. I have my own version of cooking it.
But you eat hers and she eats yours, though, right?
Correct. It
At
depends
the
on who
same
cooks
time?
it. No, we don't make it together at the same
Oh.
time. You know what I mean?
'Cause I
What,
was
what I meant,
imagining,
like,
like,
she could be cooking adobo tonight, or I could be cooking adobo tonight. You see what I'm saying?
You're cooking adobo, I'm cooking adobo too. I'm
No.
cooking it in my pressure cooker.
I don't do the pressure cooker thing because it's too much work. Plus, I don't know what to do. But when she puts it in the pressure cooker and that fork just shreds on its own, just as soon as you use your fork to pick it up without stabbing the pork, okay? And it just
Mm.
shreds on its own. It's so tender.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Or when
You
she
know-
makes her sinigang.
Wow.
You know what you
Oh.
can do next time, Jay? If it doesn't fit on the bowl and if the bowl is empty, that's it. You're done.
You will. That's the problem. That's what I do. The problem is having to fill the bowl 2 or 3, 4 times.
Want seconds?
Our thirds.
Fourths? Fifths?
It's so bad. I mean, my stomach hurts so much. And then, what is this thing? She cooks this. It's a regular Filipino dish, but the way she cooks it's the beef that's connected to the bone with the vegetables and potato on it. What do you call that? Nilaga? Sinigang. Nilaga. Nilaga, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so the way she makes her nilaga, she pressure cooks the meat first. Again,
Yeah.
this is how bad it is. Okay,
Mm.
she'll buy enough meat to serve everybody. So I'll get like a big chunk of meat, right?
Mhm.
But it's so good that I've only eaten a sliver of meat and like maybe 3 or 4 cups of rice, servings of rice. it's and then when I finish it, I've gone through like maybe half the rice that's in the rice cooker already, and still like a crap load of meat. And she's like,
Yeah.
"Are you even eating meat?"
Right. You're describing to me what we say in the carinderias here. It's like sabaw pa lang ulam na.
That's awesome. I've never heard of that before. But that's exactly what that is, especially when she cooks that. Nilaga. Yes.
Eh, ano pa nga lang eh, amoy pa lang, ulam na.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, for that, when amoy palang ulam na is when AC cooks kare-kare. Oh my God.
Mm.
I remember you, Noel.
Oh my God.
Me? No, I'm not affected.
Let me put it this way. When AC cooks kare-kare, I don't even reach the meat section. I'm already stuffed because I'm just stuffing myself with the vegetables alone, with the sauce and the bagoong. Oh my God. Seriously. I mean, I feel so sick to my stomach because I can't stop eating. I can't breathe. I will spend 40 minutes on the table, and then I will literally wobble myself to the couch, and you'll see me just sitting on the couch for the next 2 hours. It's
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
bad.
say, don't you just roll over and go to sleep?
It's and it's crazy. I mean, I know it sucks, but you know what? It's just so good though. I mean, have you had that ever where Christine just cooks you something and then you just can't stop eating? You don't tell me you've never had that.
Laging taob yung niluto ko.
Yeah, the problem here is I have competition. There are other people that like to eat Christine's food,
Mm.
and it's first come, first serve.
Yeah.
And if you don't eat, if you don't-
Anuhan.
if you don't eat right away, you're gonna get
Right.
left behind. I
Yeah.
mean, people will leave enough for you, but like 3-4 pieces of shrimp.
I don't know what it is here at my household too. It's like Filipino style talaga. There's always something left over, and it's usually like one piece or two pieces. Just like when I
Yeah.
left the shrimp today, I really did not want to leave the shrimp, but I didn't have any more room in my stomach.
Okay, so these are the memorable dishes. What's the most like any dish that you would just like your go-to food? I mean, you can't have gambas and shrimp every night. But what would be your regular?
We don't exactly have like the regular food though. That's the thing, because when we cook, it's always different most of the time. We don't. It's maybe a couple of weeks before something gets recycled, meaning we cook it again. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So, pero my go-to is breakfast food and sandwiches. I can like today when I came home from lunch. So this is how fat I am, man. Swear to God. Today I've done nothing but sin. So I bought some croissants from Costco yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Speaking of croissants, hold on. Did you
Yeah.
know that there's a counterpart to croissants, which
What?
is ano yung pinag-usapan natin
Ice
kahapon?
cream?
No,
Cornetto.
cornetto.
I don't know what that is.
So there's cornettos and then there's croissants. And then funny enough, here in the Philippines, there's a brand of ice cream
Okay.
called cornetto. But, they say it's cornetto ice cream. But yeah, that's the brand. So that's why we get confused. But technically, there's croissants and then there's cornetto. They look exactly the same except
Yeah.
The taste.
except cornetto has more eggs and
Milk.
milk.
It's cornetto is more it's worse for you. From the
Right.
dough alone, there's more
Yeah.
eggs, butter, sugar, and the yolk and whatnot.
It's
And-
tastier.
Yeah, it's tastier though. But yes,
But-
I've never had cornetto.
But here's the thing, whether it's croissant or cornetto here in the Philippines, I think it's just called cornetto.
It's not croissant, it's cornetto.
Because if you call the cornetto, people would be thinking that you're talking about the cornetto ice cream.
Ah, okay.
So
Yeah, I do
anyway.
see that. Cornetto ice cream, but those are cone ice cream though.
Right. It just happens to be the brand
Got it.
name that they chose. So now people are confused. If you call something cornetto, it's ice cream, but we're
Right.
actually talking about technically the bread. Anyway, I got distracted.
Anyway,
So you had
so I got home yesterday. I bought some croissants from Costco, so it's like a whole container, whatever. So today I got home. On the drive home, actually, I was like thinking, I think I'm gonna have a croissant sandwich. And what's perfect in my head was my wife found this. My wife is good at this. When she sees something on TikTok that she knows I'm gonna love, she'll like send it to me, and I'll just bookmark the crap out of it. So she sent me a recipe for this sandwich, right?
let me just say this one real quick. The way to my heart is through my stomach.
Exactly. Yes. So AC sends me this TikTok where this lady was making a sandwich mix for her lettuce and red onions. It's actually really easy. It's 4 ingredients: lettuce, red onions, red wine vinegar, and mayonnaise. Mayo.
Ooh.
That's it. You just mix it all together, right? And then I sliced open a croissant, I put my meats in there, and I put a nice Black Forest ham. I'm like, Black Forest ham is not enough. Let me get a regular ham too. I put a slice of like a thick slice of ham, right? Like, oh, there's something missing. Let me get some salami too. So I put some salami in there, a bunch of salami, and I was like, am I feeling brave? I'm gonna put some pepperoni in that too. So I put a slab of pepperoni in there, and I stared at it, and I'm looking at it. It looks too meaty. Let's put some cheese in it too. Grab me a nice slab of pepper jack cheese and just douse that thing, right? And then I put my mixture of lettuce, onions, and red wine with mayo. I put it in there, and I stuffed it. I sliced it in half and opened it, and it's just pure goodness of meat. I stared at it for 5 seconds. Look at me. I looked at it. I split it open. I put it down on a plate, and I stared at it like this. I put my hand on the counter, my face this close to the plate, and I'm like, there's something missing. I'm like, I got it. I need to make one more.
Look, remember about a month ago, you said, I'm going to go to the gym and start working out.
I've been going to the gym. I still go to the gym. I've been going. But today is cheat day. And I took advantage of it. I stared. If this was the plate, the mic with the sandwich, I literally put my hand on the counter and looked at it. One more. I made a second sandwich. Sliced that bad boy up. Went through the entire process. And I had.
So you didn't make two so that you could share it with your wife. You made two for yourself.
I made two for myself. Although I only ate 1.5. I left the other half on the plate for anybody to take it. I don't know who ate it. I don't know. I don't care. I enjoyed it.
Leftovers.
Yes. I took that first bite of that sandwich, enjoyed every savory goodness of it while my little 3-year-old was crying right next to me. Trying to get my attention. Daddy, play with me. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You'll be fine.
Go watch your tablet over there. Go watch some more YouTube.
Yeah. Here's an iPad.
So she sits over there. I kid you not. When I was about to bite onto my second piece of that sandwich, she comes up to me, Daddy, I want to go upstairs for a nap. And I'm like, Daddy's still having a meal. I ate that second thing out. I wish I could make it up. You know what I'm going to do in the next episode? I'm going to take the Ring camera and clips, and I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to put it up. I have a Ring camera in my kitchen too, so everything is recorded.
Nice. I'm curious, how long before it starts to loop on over itself?
Oh, it's never ending. There's an automatic loop. I mean, it just keeps going. After 30 days, it deletes
30 days.
And then starts over again. Yeah.
So I'm just saying that if that happened a couple of days ago, then you have 28, 27 days to go back to it and find it.
Yeah. I have a story for that too. Just let me get back to my sandwich real quick.
Your sandwich is not done?
No. Listen to me. Listen.
There's more to the sandwich than meets the eye.
I finished my share of the sandwiches. I put it down, and I'm like, I need something sweet. I need something sweet. I remember the jar of Skittles in the pantry. Oh, this is how fat I am. I just stuck my hand in there. It wasn't like a handful, but I just grabbed some. And then for round 2, I grabbed a little bit more and put it in my pocket. Just for it to go.
Are you stressed? Are you stress eating? What's going on with you?
No. It's just today. Look. I also have a wrapper of snack in my pocket too. See?
What is
that? Fish crackers.
Oh wow! Why?
It's cheat day, man. I texted my son Harry before you come home from the gym, go to the store and get me a 2-liter bottle of root beer. You know, she did. There's only half left. It's cheat day. It's cheat day, bro. And then I even had Skittles in my pockets, but my daughter took it all because she found my stash. She kept reaching in my pocket over here and taking it, you know?
I remember when I started smoking before early 2000s or thereabouts. I was hanging out at clubs and, dance floors a lot.
Right.
My mom saw my box of cigarettes and I thought I would never see the end of it, right? And she goes, "Can I have one?"
Oh, I remember you telling me that story. I still can't believe she smokes, though.
She wouldn't admit it.
Did you enjoy it?
No, I would always forget that I had like, are you sure you want one? Because that's already like a month old. I haven't even. It would just be stuck in my pocket somewhere, like a jacket. Yeah.
I gotta admit, I enjoyed my cigarettes, though. I honestly enjoyed my smoking. It was
I enjoyed the putting things together, like the lighter, the tapping it like that on the box kind of thing, and taking care of it like a little baby, like a little pet,
It was.
But once I started coughing after 5 minutes of smoking it, I'll be like,
"Oh my god!" How long did you smoke for?
Maybe 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and yeah, 6 months, and then 3 of those months was the box stuck in
your shirt,
in my jacket.
What
somewhere.
A nerd.
Like it'd be stuck there for a couple of weeks, and then I'd pick it up and then buy another box, and then smoke it for a couple of nights, and then forget that it's there again for a couple of weeks, and then it's like and then I could smell my hand, feel like, oh, I smoke. I forgot that I smoke, and I just didn't like this. I didn't like the smell of it.
Oh man, smoking was such a good. I still like the smell of cigarettes, honestly, but I can't smoke anymore, though. I mean, I can't even imagine. I tried before. It's not like I tried, but it was like a social gathering. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll have one. I had one, and it kind of hurt a little bit, but I never had the craving for it again. I had one, and then it was like, whatever. I don't need to smoke.
Going back to food, though, don't you feel the same way about like having too much sweets or too much food? You're like,
man, come on. I mean, food's different. If you're gonna make me choose food or sex, man, it's a debacle. If I could do it together at the same time, jackpot, baby. That's a jackpot right there. I don't know. I like my food, I mean, come on. Honestly, if there was like, especially like, here's one of my favorite things to eat when I fry fish. Okay. For some reason, like I love fried tilapia.
Wow.
Yeah. Tilapia is like a poor man's fish, supposedly, right?
Okay.
But I love it. When I fry tilapia or any kind of fish, for some reason, I don't know why people have a hard time frying fish, but I don't.
Quick pause on that.
Yeah.
The first and only time that I tried to fry tilapia.
You burn yourself.
Yung isda parang chinelas. I don't know how I do it. It's so rubbery. It's you
don't like fried tilapia?
No, it's like a pair of flip-flops. No, it's not that I don't like it. The way that I cooked it.
It was
the way that I cooked it, it just felt like it was so rubbery.
No, you did it wrong. That's why.
Like, is this fish or is this a pair of slippers?
Oh my god. But the best part about eating fried tilapia, so you eat it using your hands with rice, right? But let me tell you what the secret is. you make your dipping sauce. Okay.
Asile.
So your sile, your
Asi.
Thai peppers, Thai, remember Thai, not thigh, Thai, your Thai
Can't get
peppers,
over that, huh? Okay.
And
your
patis.
no, not patis. You get your garlic, no, not garlic, your onions, red onions. It has to be red onions, tomatoes,
Oh.
soy sauce, lime or what do you call calamansi?
Mm.
But the sixth and final ingredient, you take the oil from the fried fish and you
Mm.
mix it along with it. I
Oh.
kid you not. So listen, whatever fish you make, I'm telling you this right now. You do this. You chop your onions, you chop your tomatoes, you chop your chili, you put it in a bowl, right? Before you put the soy sauce and the calamansi, you take a spoon or 2 spoons of the oil where you cook the fish in,
Yeah.
and then you put it on that, and then you mix it, right? And then you put the soy sauce and then the lime or the calamansi, and then you mix it again. Oh my God, you're gonna be doing this all night long. So
Christine is
good.
getting really, really excited about what you're saying.
Sino
Oh.
yan? Hinihigop yan.
Oh yes, exactly.
But is that what you do? Do you put the ano? So that's your secret, huh?
See? I told you, see now because sa iyo eh. Oh man. Talking about food is like talking about sex.
Yeah, pero
It's good.
Ilinalagay mo yung oil nung fish?
Oh. You mix it before you even put the soy sauce and the calamansi. You put the oil first, so that when you put the soy sauce, you can see the oil and your tomatoes and your onions glistening, right?
That's
Because
why
of
when I
the-
ask her, what do you do to make it taste so good? She's like, secret. I'm not gonna tell
Oh
you.
my God! See, I told you. That's the secret. That's what that is. You know. So you go eat like that. You do this, right? When you're about to eat, you park your ass like this with your knee up. So when you're using your hand, with your elbows like that, and there you go.
Kamay.
Yay! I want some more. Oh yeah. Or you could do what my daughter does when I make that. She double fist it, like oh my God. I love my fried fish. Even the
yeah.
pampano is good. Even the pampano when you do that. Ah.
I had a traumatic experience with trying to cook tilapia.
The tocino, the tilapia. It's yung fried fish.
Or pampano.
Gigi.
No.
Pampano.
Pampano.
Bisugo.
Oh.
Bisugo.
Remember?
Mm.
I put kamatis,
Mm,
calamansi,
So good. Oh my God.
toyo.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
And then
with being
if there's leftover of that dipping sauce, you save it put it in the fridge, right? The next morning you make your scrambled eggs. You scrambled your eggs with your onions and whatnot, and you serve it with that. Holy but Jesus. And then rice, and then you just sit down like that again in the morning, and you're like, ha, ha, ha. That's it. Oh, God. It's so good. I know what it is. I can make simple Filipino food like that, simple, but I can also make some nice pasta, like Italian. I can make you some baked salmon if I want to.
Wait lang dito.
Di ba, mas gusto mo yung tilapia na gata?
Yeah. I like tilapia na gata.
Prito?
Yeah. I like prito also.
Mm.
Pero naalala ko lang yung prito, yung chinelas ko naalala.
Siguro na overcook.
Hindi, I think nilagay niya nang hindi pa kumukulo yung mantika.
That's
Kaya
what.
siya naging chinelas.
Yeah, because it soaked everything up. Yeah, that's what happens there. Nah.
I tried cooking it here. I tried cooking it in San Mateo before, and it failed. And then I tried cooking it here, and then it was Fred. Fred Kusina, it was Alfredo, my dad's right hand man, that said, "Parang chinelas to." Huh?
But it's so good, though. I mean, grabe.
I was thinking, we should come up with like a restaurant. If ever you guys move over here to the Philippines, come up with a restaurant where we serve good food, right? And then there are beds on the side, so you can just roll over and sleep.
You can literally just
done.
like just literally roll over. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and then you have like short time, 1 hour, 2 hours. Motel po ba yan? Ay, no, it's not a motel. You just get to sleep because people fall asleep after they eat.
Oh my God. I should have used the other phone for the TikTok because in my other phone, I actually cooked arroz caldo the other day.
Arroz caldo lugaw.
Oh.
Yeah, but my arroz caldo got a little bit thick because I put too much rice, like sweet rice.
Oh.
So it kind of dried up a little bit, but it was still good. I took some pictures. I'm going to send it in a bit.
Sarap niya with tokwa and egg.
So they have that
yeah.
also? They have those ingredients also in Virginia?
Yeah, I found everything at the Asian store, so I just cooked it all up on what's today? Thursday,
Wow.
Wednesday, Monday. I cooked it.
You're keeping that store up in business.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I
You're-
mean, it's simple though. Buying the most expensive ingredient was the saffron. That was it. The saffron was like $8 for like a little freaking Jesus. You know, but yeah, on Monday I made some arroz caldo because I was craving it. You know, I didn't eat a lot though. You know, because I was like, you know, wasn't cheat day. I was like watching my figure. Plus,
baboy.
yeah, my wife bought. she called Harry like before you come home from the gym, go buy some chicharron at Harry's Teeter or like pork rinds. Buy some pork rinds, and then she like shredded everything, and then she just doused it and like covered her entire plate of like pork rinds and then eggs. You know, slices of eggs with garlic, roasted garlic, and all that stuff. Oh my God, I'm getting hungry again. It's not right, bruh.
That's the great thing about having a kid that knows how to drive now. You can
Oh,
order
yeah.
him around.
Like tonight, he had a friend over, but my wife goes, nope, drop this food over at grandma's house. so he had to go. Hey, quick story real quick before we end, actually. I mentioned we
Yeah.
have a Ring camera everywhere in the house, okay?
Okay.
So I think it was like a week ago. My wife, well, the girls went out. My wife and my 2 daughters went out. They went to shop somewhere. On the way home, I guess my wife handed her wallet to my daughter, my older daughter, Malaya. When they got out of the car, it's like, hey, bring this up. While my daughter was walking out of the car and into the house, she was also drinking a drink, or like I guess her smoothie or whatever, in one hand, and then her mom's wallet, my wife's wallet, on her other hand. So she's like drinking her smoothie, walks up into the house and whatnot. A couple hours later, wife goes, Malaya, where's my wallet? I don't know where it is. Where is it? You had it. We don't know. Nobody could find the wallet. So I'm like sitting here. What can I do to try to help them find the freaking wallet? Aha! This house is riddled with cameras. From the garage, from the driveway into the garage, through the stairs, everywhere. So I followed the trace as soon as my daughter came out of the car. And she's like holding the wallet, but I couldn't tell. So I had to zoom in. So I zoomed in. Boom. That's where the wallet is first time. My daughter's hand when she walks in the garage. Goes through the door of the garage into the hallway at the very first floor of the house. I go to the basement camera. I zoom in. Boom. Camera. Zooms in. Wallet on hand. Daughter walks up the stairs. I decide to switch over to the living room camera. What do I see as my daughter walks up? Zoomed in. Wallet in hand. Still has it, right? My daughter walks straight to the kitchen. This entire time she's drinking her drink. I guess she finished her drink and meant to throw it out. But instead, I guess because she was like kind of like opens up the trash can, tosses the wallet into the trash.
Oh my God.
Tosses my wife's wallet into the trash, closes the trash. And where does she put the empty smoothie? container on the freaking counter of the kitchen. Instead of throwing it away, I guess because she had both hands occupied, she reaches over like, so she's walking over. She's like, this is the smoothie. Opens the trash and like tosses the wallet in there, closes it, takes one more sip, puts it down, walks away, and then goes upstairs to her room. That's it. That's it. Right? How did I see that? There's a camera in the kitchen that sees everything, right? I'm like, I zoomed in and like, I'm like yelling. Luckily, I was being lazy that afternoon. I decided not to throw and empty the trash. Because I was about to, because my wife told me that morning, don't forget to take the trash down.
Right.
I got lazy. I was watching some stupid movie over here in the living room.
So after seeing that on the screen, you walk on over.
I rush over to the trash can because I was like thinking to myself, oh my God, did I take the trash down? I open it, dig through the trash. This is literally about 4 or 5 hours after the fact. Okay.
Yeah.
So who knows what could have happened within those time when Malaya threw it in the trash. But I didn't know. Nobody. The funny thing is, I had to dig through the trash and found the wallet, which means the trash can's been opened multiple times and nobody noticed it. What if she didn't find it or nobody asked? My wife didn't yell for it. It would have been. I would have tossed it by accident. So I go tell Malaya, you threw it out. She's like, no, I didn't. Ha, ha, ha. I have proof. She's like, let me see. So I showed it to her. I was like, oh my God, sorry, Mom. But, little investigation. You follow the trace. You follow the trace step by step, as creepy and perverted as that sounds, like you're spying on somebody. But I followed it and I found her wallet. Case closed.
You know what they say about these investigation movies or videos? Follow the money.
Exactly. I should be. Damn it. Yeah, that was good though. I mean, Ring Ring camera rescued the time. Found the wallet.
So yung ring camera pala, it's not. We call it CCTV here, but when you guys call it Ring camera, you're talking about the brand.
Yeah, the brand is Ring. It's just one. There's different ones now that provide subscriptions for recording. It's cloud based. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's $15 a month because it's $3 each.
Yeah,
for subscription.
Here we call those CCTVs here.
All right. But the good thing is when we travel, we know it's the house is a plus. Alexa is connected through the cameras as well. So we can actually when we go and travel, I'm like, turn on the camera and go, Alexa, turn on the living room lights. So it turns on the lights and whatnot,
Yeah, it's a smart house.
I mean, not all of it yet, or not all of it, but it works out. So it's good. Yeah. Anywho.
What's this thing about FB market scammers that you have here?
I don't want to talk about that now.
All right. We're running out of time anyway.
It's the too many scammers in Facebook and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, you got to be really careful about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally they will do anything to waste your time.
I got when I was customer service listing policies for eBay before.
Right.
We had these things called chance listings where you're not supposed to put up a listing where it says you get a chance to win blah blah blah. So I was looking for an SD card a couple of weeks ago in Shopee. And I didn't notice that because there's a picture of an SD card and then on the title it said SD card and then on the description it said here's a chance to win an SD card.
Right.
So So I paid like 200 pesos or something like that, like 4 or 5. How much is an SD card in your area now?
It depends for 1 gigabyte. I mean, you really can't buy 1 gigabyte anymore. Though it's more like On average, though, it's about $10 for. Well, you
Yeah.
can get something for like $5, $4.99.
Yeah. So I got something for like around that price. And then what came to me was
Baby wipes.
a box of wet wipes.
No.
Like I don't remember ordering this. And I look at the order number and it traces back to the SD card that I bought the other day. And then I was looking at the description and it says, for a chance to win an SD card.
You know what the wipes is for? Since you got est on.
Mm.
He's like, hey. Was it brand new wipes though?
Yeah.
Brand new. It's not
Oh,
open,
that's
but
there you go. It's all right, man.
not for 200 pesos. That comes out for like 80 pesos lang. 50 pesos lang yun, di ba? 35 pesos lang yun. That's not even 1/10 of the price of what I paid for. But I bring up eBay and listing policies because I used to take down listings that had listings like this, like for a chance to win. Like the computer would pick it up, and then you as a human need to double check what you're looking at here.
Well,
And to take it down, and then the sellers would call us and complain like, why'd you take down my listing?
yeah.
It's a chance to win. A chance to win is not really a legitimate listing. So for this particular application, I guess for Shopee, they're not as meticulous. It still comes down to, I guess, reviews and like really looking at what you're getting yourself into.
You gotta do the due diligence there. You have to do your due diligence. It's just
Not a very good experience.
I want to get into that, but not now. I mean, we'll move that or push it to the next episode.
Yeah, let the shrimps settle down first.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel nature calling. I gotta drop off the kids to the amusement park at the water park.
Is that their favorite ride?
They like something spinning,
I
So
remember riding one of those. I always see like one sock floating somewhere. It's like, where's the other sock? And same thing when I see like a shoe on the road. Like, where's the other pair of shoes?
okay, all right.
That's the mystery of the socks and the shoes.
Well, thank you for sticking with us, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. The next one will be in a couple of days, hopefully, which turns out to be cheat days, actually Saturday.
How many
Saturday's
cheat days do you
cheat
have in a
day.
week?
Huh?
Like 2? How many cheat days do you have in a week? 2?
No. I have been diligent. When you actually do a cheat day, you have to do it closer in time frame, and then do a longer stretch without again. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I've been diligent at the gym. I've been doing good. I've been eating properly, less rice, less and less rice, But I think it's Friday or Saturday. I think it's Saturday's cheat day. I have to look at my book. I wrote it down. Anyway.
All right. Have fun with
Okay,
that.
guys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in or sticking around. What's the word writer say? How would you close it? Can you close it? I'm having a hard time breathing.
Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Again, this is the Flip Side with Jay and Noel. My name is Jay.
My name is Noel.
And we'll catch you later.
On the flip side. Bastos.
You can catch the full episodes on youtube.com at The Flip Side with Jay and Noel. Full episodes uploaded every Wednesdays and Saturdays.